Coming up on Unpeeled, this singer proves that you'll always find your way back home.
Things are heating up in the Pink Pony Club.
After decades of hiding in the shadows, this artist's name has been revealed.
And is TikTok a good avenue to promote new songs? All that and more. Unpeeled starts right now.
Welcome to a brand new episode of Unpeeled. I'm Rickie.
And I'm Sophia Zaninovich. We start our show dancing our way to the Dome.
Syracuse, the wait is over. Block Party 2026 is officially here. The driver era, Raven Lene, and Snow Strippers are taking over the JMA Wireless Dome for one night only. The show is set for April 24th.
Doors will open at 6 p.m. with the first performer coming out at 7. Students can grab tickets now with a flash sale of $15, but prices will go up to $20 Saturday morning. Say what? The Hannah Montana 20th anniversary special aired on Disney Plus on Monday, and it brought back a wave of nostalgia for many fans. In this hour-long special, Disney Channel celebrity Selena Gomez made a guest appearance, as well as Miley Cyrus's father, Billy Ray Cyrus, who originally played her father in the show.
Cyrus sang the hit song The Best of Both Worlds to start the special and ended it with a new original dedicated to her younger self titled Younger You. The special included Hannah Montana's memorable hair flip, the exact replication of the Stewart's home, and even the Disney Channel wand that celebrities held when they're drawing Mickey. Sophia, this really was the best of both worlds. I felt like a kid again. I mean, we grew up basically watching this show as it was airing, and now 20 years later, she's giving us this once-in-a-lifetime type thing to give us some quick little nostalgia.
It really was nostalgic. I mean, it aired in 2006. So I was 3, but I had an older sister. So I have all of these memories of these special CDs, like watching the Hannah Montana DVD. We had a special...
DVDs, gosh.
The DVD, sorry, whoever doesn't know that. There was a DVD of this special little piece of her. There was auditions in there, which they also show in the special. And then there was this behind the scenes of her going to her hometown and having this really amazing relationship with her mother then. And now in the show, you get to see that again. Her and her mother, Tish, have this amazing relationship. And really talked about her being a Disney Channel star on that set, but also the host really helped her to open up.
Exactly. I think a big part of why we got to see all these new different sides of Miley that maybe fans had never got to see before is because of Alex Cooper. She runs her podcast. She does a great job of facilitating great conversations, which I think showed throughout the special.
Exactly. Even if you're not a Hannah Montana fan, I think you should watch it. Now, in a shocking announcement on Tuesday, OpenAI announced that their video generation app Sora will soon be shut down. OpenAI told the BBC that they discontinued Sora to focus on other developments like robotics.
In December, Disney had announced a 3-year, $1 billion deal with OpenAI that will not proceed in the wake of this news. The deal had originally given OpenAI access to over 200 Disney-owned characters for Sora videos. And MLB opening day is officially underway as the New York Yankees take on the San Francisco Giants in Oracle Park right now. It all starts with a strong pitching matchup as Max Fried kicks things off against Giants ace Logan Webb.
The action continues tomorrow with 11 more games, including the defending World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Arizona Diamondbacks during primetime. The final 6 teams open Friday to kick off the 162-game season. Fans can stream opening day coverage on Netflix as well as NBC and Peacock.
Let's go.
I'm so excited.
So ready.
Okay, so we're big baseball fans.
Of course.
I am a longtime Los Angeles Dodgers
bandwagon
fan.
question mark?
It is not bandwagon. We have been fans forever. We had season tickets when they were bad. So
wow.
I'm sorry.
Okay, no bandwagon. I'll give it to you.
Big fan, and I know you're a big Yankees fan. I'm
of
sorry.
Course.
You can't watch them right now. I wonder what's happening. I'm so excited.
Hey, I am ready to go watch as soon as this show is over, but you can't blame the MLB for putting its biggest stars in the first national TV games for opening weekend. I mean, you got Judge tonight, Skeens pitching in the afternoon tomorrow, and then Ohtani to cap things off on NBC nationwide. And also, this is the first game of the MLB on Netflix, which is a new era for sports in general.
It is. I mean, sports, yes, sports in all platforms. Baseball, this is new for them. ESPN just bought MLB TV. And so now you have all these different streaming platforms where maybe you can watch it, maybe you can't. Now that we don't have national TV, everyone has, a TV at home. What's it going to be like with all these different streaming services? Are we going to have to buy multiple? So it'll be an interesting thing to see as it goes on.
Absolutely.
And now moving on to another topic we love. The
Another
beloved late night comedy show Saturday Night Live premiered across the pond in the UK this past weekend. Actress and US SNL legend Tina Fey hosted the debut alongside surprise guest stars Nicola Coughlan and Graham Norton. The show followed a similar format to the US show and received generally positive reviews.
Each episode of SNL UK costs around $2.5 million to produce, which is 4 times as many as an average British sketch comedy show. The second episode of the 8-part series will be hosted by actor Jamie Dornan this upcoming weekend, which will be the actors and writers' first time having only 7 days to prepare for a new episode. I thought it was a pretty good pilot, first of all, but also I think 8 episodes is good for the first season, just to kind of test the waters and see exactly how it's going to translate to the UK audience.
Exactly. I think the format was very, very similar to a US show. The usual political comedy sketch that you have in the beginning. Tina Fey's monologue was amazing, and even Nicola Coughlan was like, "Why are you here? Why are you hosting?" And she said, quote, "No one else wanted to do it." I don't know if that's true, but it is a really hard thing to take on, and they did an amazing job for a first show. That's a hard show to produce, act in, and write in a week.
Exactly. I mean, I think Tina Fey not only was just hysterical throughout the entire 60 minutes, but also the perfect person to, like you said, show them the ropes and host the first episode to kind of show them what we're trying to go for by bringing SNL to the UK. And they did a good job of incorporating a lot of British culture in there as well.
Exactly. We'll see if it develops into more British comedy as it goes on.
Yep.
Exactly.
And when we return, there will be no roses for this spring for this hit reality TV show.
Plus, this musician is facing backlash after some rude interactions with fans. We'll be right back on Peelers.
Welcome to an excellent episode of Live from Studio B.
ABC has canceled The Bachelorette's newest season after TMZ released a video of its star, Taylor Frankie Paul, in a physical altercation with an ex-boyfriend named Dakota. Our reality TV reporter, Gabriela Guadalupe, is here with all the updates. Thanks for being here. So tell me a little bit about how people are reacting to this video.
Absolutely. So domestic violence is not something that people take lightly, especially when there's children involved. In the video, you see Taylor is throwing chairs at Dakota, and one seemed to hit her young daughter stepdaughter who was in the room. So of course she's being held accountable for her actions, and people are saying that ABC made the right decision in canceling the season. On the flip side, there are people who are supporting her. Taylor has also accused Dakota of abuse, and people are saying that he must have done something to set her off and make her react in this way. Also, who released the video to TMZ has not been released. People are speculating that it was Dakota. So they're asking, you've had this video since 2023, and then you release it just days before she's supposed to have her big debut as the Bachelorette. People are saying that's a little bit sketchy. There's also been accountability being on ABC for hiring her in the first place, because this case was public information. They showed her body cam footage on the very first season of The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. So they're saying you already knew this. She was already arrested and charged, but you hired her anyway. So they're saying they kind of did it to themselves.
Yeah, it's all very controversial. Interesting choice by them in the first place.
Yes.
So has she come out saying, has anyone said anything, Dakota?
Yes, so a spokesperson for Taylor did come out with a statement saying that she has suffered years of mental and physical abuse, and she is taking this time to protect herself and her children. As of right now, Dakota has temporary custody of their son together, and there will be a hearing on April 7th about that. They also canceled the filming of season 5 of The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, which was in production right now. Her co-star came out with a statement saying, as a survivor, I cannot be silent. I do not support domestic violence in any way at all. And men from this season of The Bachelorette have also come out. The alleged winner of Taylor's season was a man named Doug Mason, and he posted a video on his Instagram story saying, this was Taylor's moment and it was blocked. My heart goes out to her. And Taylor thanked him, calling him very sweet for saying these words. On that side, also, Taylor is still very active on social media, posting, liking, and commenting videos in support of her, which are very strange because most people would take a hiatus after this. And this does not even scratch the surface of what's going on, but it's all I have for you today.
Yeah, that's a lot of info. There's a lot of controversy happening around her. Now, Rickie, I think there's another controversy we need to talk about.
You're absolutely right, Sophia, because Chappell Roan, a singer known for her campy, drag queen-inspired music, has recently found her name in the headlines, but not for the best reasons. Our pop culture reporter, Abby Toljan, is here to give us all the scoop. Abby, what's going on?
Well, Rickie, Chappell Roan has built a reputation for setting firm boundaries with fans and paparazzi, and her latest controversy is adding more fuel to that fire. Over the past few years, the Pink Pony Club singer has repeatedly spoken out against what she calls predatory fan behavior, and even compares fame to, quote, an abusive ex-husband. So, when Brazilian soccer star Dorino Farello posted on Instagram last Saturday claiming Chappell's security guard aggressively confronted his 11-year-old stepdaughter at a hotel breakfast in Sao Paulo, it didn't take long for the internet to react. The girl had simply walked past Chappell's table, smiled, and sat back down. Dorino says that the encounter left his daughter in tears. Dorino ended the post by saying, quote, it's sad to see this kind of treatment coming from those who should understand the importance of fans, and no one should have to go through this, especially not a child. But it doesn't end there. The mayor of Rio de Janeiro, Eduardo de Costa Pies, posted on X saying that as long as he is mayor of the city, Chappell will never play in Brazil for the annual Todo Mundo no Rio festival, saying, I doubt Shakira would do that. Now comes Chappell's response. On Sunday, she posted a video on Instagram explaining her half of the story. Let's take a listen.
I didn't even see a woman and a child. Like, no one came up to me. No one bothered me.
Then, in response to her apology video, Dorino's wife, Catherine Harding, posted on Instagram explaining the situation from her perspective, ending the post by saying, quote, I think that you have a responsibility when you're a celebrity to make sure that the people that work for you and that act on your behalf are acting on your behalf. Since then, Chappell has not commented on the situation again, but this incident has just given the world another reason to not like her. That's all I have for today. I'm your pop culture reporter, Abby Toljan. Sophia, back to you.
Thanks, Abby. One of the world's most impactful artists has finally been unmasked. Find out more after the break.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew a girl so smart, so responsible, she must be a keeper.
One of the biggest questions in the art world has officially been answered. British artist and political activist Banksy has been identified after being a mystery since the 1990s. Our lifestyle reporter Jocelyn Mejia has more.
Now, you might be thinking this mural behind me might just seem a little bit familiar, and that's because this is one of the most iconic pieces from the mysterious artist Banksy. And after a long time coming, the Reuters news agency has officially cracked the mystery. Banksy has been unmasked as a middle-aged man from Bristol, England named Robin Gunningham. News outlets searched long and hard for Banksy to be revealed, but he remained a mystery to show the value of his art meant more than fame. Banksy's art used distinct yet funny artwork to show anti-authoritarian messages regarding politics, war, and consumerism over the past 2 decades. Artists and fans all over the world that appreciated Banksy's work also appreciated his choice to remain unknown. Banksy wanted to be known for his artwork, sure, but mostly his artwork was just a tool to face injustice, oppression, and inequality all around the world. He did not need the praise nor fandom for doing so. Banksy made a stage before social media, which made his fandom so genuine and well-loved. His activism to do the right thing is what kept him alive and famous for so many decades. Back in 2022, during the Ukraine-Russia war, Banksy crafted 7 murals in war zones, including one of a child flipping over a grown man in a black belt to represent Russia President Vladimir Putin. Banksy is also widely celebrated by the media, and even when his work involves illegal acts of protest, he often embraces it rather than being punished. He got himself in a little trouble with law enforcement when the royal courts removed his stencil art that showed a judge in a typical wig and gown, but beating an unarmed protester. He made this art to display the lack of equality in political systems, and his work is made for others to feel seen. These are just a few examples of how impactful his work is, but at the end of the day, he stood up for his beliefs, and that memory will never die just because the world now knows his first and last name.
Thanks so much, Jocelyn. Upcoming Lollapalooza headliner Lorde chose not to re-sign with Universal Music Group. Our music reporter Elizabeth Gottlieb is here. Elizabeth, what does it mean to be an independent artist and sign with an indie label?
Well, Rickie, there are a lot of advantages to being an independent artist. The first one being, we're going to take a look at them here, but the first one being you have creative control. That means you get to pick what you're writing, you get to pick what you're releasing. Also another benefit, higher royalty percentages. And if you are working with an independent label, that could be up to a 50-50 royalty split. And you get to retain ownership of your masters, which is really important for artists today, especially. And overall, it's great for niche genres and developing artists. There also are some downsides, though. Limited connections, less media exposure, less radio promotions, and also limited financial resources. But if you are an artist like Lorde, you already are well established and you have those connections and the funds.
So in her case, why is she choosing to go independent? So
Lorde is choosing to go independent, and she's leaving Universal Music Group because she's been under contract with them since 2009.
Wow.
And that was when she was 12. So she released 4 albums under them, and she just wants a clean slate at this point. She said, quote, pre-sold her creative output before she knew what it would be like and before she knew what she was signing away. But she said she has no bad blood with UMG and would even consider re-signing with them in the future.
So we're seeing Lorde go independent and a couple others, but are there any other major artists going independent?
There are lots of major independent artists. Frank Ocean is one of them. He left Def Jam Records, and 5 Seconds of Summer here, they left Interscope Records in 2021. They were briefly with an independent label and are now currently with Republic Records, and they've released an album with them as well. But in their contract, they do get to keep creative control. Taylor Swift, who's also with Republic Records, has maintained ownership of her masters. So Lorde is not the first independent artist. She won't be the last, but what it means to be an independent artist might change a little bit.
Absolutely. I cannot get enough of some good indie music. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. It's a lush life as we dive into this musician's new style influences. Don't go anywhere, Unpeelers.
There's an artist who's not new to the scene, but is in the pop culture spotlight more than ever. Joining us now is our fashion and beauty reporter, Ella Castrillon. Ella, who's setting the tone for fashion and music right now?
Hi, yes, so I'm sure you might already have guessed from the dolphin and summer image behind us, but it's got to be singer Zara Larsson, who's recently blown up the internet from the recent drop of her album, Midnight Sun, and how her style evolution has really been able to change the outcome of this album.
So how has her style evolution been shaped recently?
Yeah, for sure. So she's really been channeling what people are calling this Euro summer, and it's really gone a long way from when she first started in 2017. As you can kind of see in this image behind us, almost she kind of has a darker vibe and almost a grungy look, but now all the way in 2026, she completely changed it to this Euro summer look, really having now gold pastels, beach accessories, hair clips, a lot of shimmer, and really channeling this look, which is super interesting to see.
Oh, it's so fun to see all this going on. I mean, it's so like Y2K, early 2000s. So how has she been able to bring this style aesthetic to the stage?
Yeah, for sure. So a great example of that has really been at the Grammys. She wore this beautiful gold dress, Vogue even calling it Sunny Couture, and it was almost a perfect choice. It really matched her song Golden Hour, and it's been great to see. And even with this Euro summer look, it really has a feel-good, lighthearted mindset she's been able to bring to the stage, and also to her recently launched clothing brand, which has been super cool to see.
Oh, I love that. I'm assuming it's something similar, bright, fun, happy.
Yes.
I love to see it. Thank you so much. Now, we're moving back over to Rickie.
You're absolutely right, Sophia. There's been a new trend of songs being made strictly for TikTok and finding their 15 seconds of fame. Our social media reporter, Maddie Ritter, is here to break down this phenomenon.
Thanks, Ricky. I'm sure many of you have opened your TikTok For You page and found someone asking if they've just made the song of the summer. They then proceed to play a clip of their song and invite you to listen to it once it's released. Artists proceed to make different variations of the video with the same clip of the song over and over again. But why? Well, like every other social media app, TikTok works with an algorithm. The more content a user consumes from a certain creator, a certain topic, or certain sounds, they'll get more of that content. Throw a couple likes, comments, or shares into that, and their whole For You page is perfectly curated to them. But here's what happens when a new type of video gets thrown into the mix. In this case, an emerging artist showing off their song. Users often are subjected to watch the video multiple times because of the short length of the clip, often only 15 seconds or less. This boosts the popularity of the video, spreading it to more and more users across the app. Eventually, the video ends up on your For You page, and you're hearing a song you've never heard for the first time, and it might just be your new favorite. And while this may be annoying for many users to keep having to hear the same song over and over again, it actually works. Two prime examples are Olivia Rodrigo and Lil Nas X. Rodrigo used the app to promote driver's license back in 2021. Lil Nas X used a meme-based phenomenon to make Old Town Road a #1 hit. More recently, former full-time TikTok creator Alex Warren used the app to promote his music and eventually worked his way up to performing at the Grammy Awards. Another more recent example comes from an artist called Pacific, who produces and writes all of his music himself. At one point, he was posting videos of his song Never in Love every day with a different meme or quote as the visual. Users got so used to hearing his song every few scrolls, they're wondering where he is now, since the last time he posted was in November. And at the end of the day, TikTok is a music app, and musicians are using it to its full potential. But how about you, Ricky? Have you found any new songs to add to your playlist?
I know Lush Life has just been all over my For You page. Thanks so much, Maddie. When we come back, we're looking back on 20 years of a popular social media platform. You won't want to miss it.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving.
I definitely can't drive.
Okay.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
On Saturday, popular social media platform Twitter officially turned 20 years old. The day celebrated the first ever tweet made by co-founder Jack Dorsey. He wrote, "Just setting up my Twitter," sparking 2 decades of a social media revolution.
And while the platform has changed since 2006, with Elon Musk purchasing the company in 2022 and rebranding to X, the tweets have never stopped. Let's take a look at some of the most iconic tweets from over the years. Oh my gosh, I'm so ready for this. We have the first one.
Do you want to
from our goat, Britney Spears. Does anyone think global warming is a good thing? I love Lady Gaga. I think she's a really interesting artist. Talk about the duality of the human brain.
2011, great time for her. Maybe, probably not. It's Britney Spears. She went through a lot, but we love Lady Gaga. Everyone loves her, so she called it.
Exactly.
And we all talk about global warming.
Now this guy
is
a Twitter genius. I'm watching the History Channel in the club, and I'm wondering, how do these people know what's going on the sun? Ain't nobody ever been.
What club are you going to?
That's what I'm saying.
Like National Geographic's club? Like, where is this? What? Like
KD on Twitter Pre-2015 needs to be studied.
I've never seen a thin person drinking Diet Coke.
Oh
That's
my
offensive
gosh.
because I drink a lot of Diet Coke.
That's what I'm
I take
saying.
that
Oh
personally.
my gosh, how can you tweet this?
All right.
Unfortunately, that is all the time we have with you tonight.
Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to follow us on our socials at Unpeeled_Syracuse on Instagram and on CitrusTV on X. I'm Sophia Zaninovich.
And I'm Rickie Potts. From all of us at Unpeeled, stay tweeting, Syracuse.